Okay, we're going to get started. It's time here. So the quarterly business meeting will now be called to order. First, we'll have reading of the minutes. And stand right here where they can hear you.
Ovesen Heights Baptist Church quarterly members meeting. Is it on? Ovesen Heights Baptist Church quarterly members meeting, October the 17th, 2021. Meeting was called to order by moderator Melanie Skaggs. The minutes were accepted as read. The financial report was presented with a question raised on an expenditure. The funds paid to the group from Campbellsville for filling in while the group was gone to Camp Crossway will be moved to the guest speaker. Financial report was then approved as corrected. The following have no reports: teenagers, youth, and GGW. Sunday school report given by Laura Kurtz. The average attendance for Sunday school for the months of July, August, and September was 40 per week. The trustees, Tony Underwood reported that we had a good work day in September with a lot accomplished and a good attendance. Also, the pews were sold to another church for $1,000. The deacons, John Dietrich reported that we're going to continue with the little prepackaged communion cups for doing the Lord's Supper. Also, he said the Camp Crossway and Lincoln days were very successful. Taryn Rager gave the music report. She reported that the new system is working very well. Also, the power amp went out a few weeks ago. Taryn presented a request for 2 new power amps. She presented 2 quotes for the purchase and installation from Stillwell Sound LLC, one for $2,248 for an LEA professional 4-channel 350W, one for $1,075, a Crown XLS 2-channel 350W. She recommended the one for the $1,075, that it would fit our needs well, and that this includes installation and the servicer to tweak all of our equipment. Recommendation passed. Sally Lewis presented for the Finance Committee the 2022 budget. The proposed budget passed. Old business. Brother Merrill gave an update on the chairs. Due to the shipping issues, there's a chance that the delivery may be delayed. They were expected to arrive by the end of October. He also reported that our price is locked in as presented at the last meeting. New business. Brother Merrill addressed the state KBC convention will be held on November the 15th and 16th at Severance Valley Church in Elizabethtown, and we can have as many as 10 messengers. The following are committed to attend: John Dietrich, Paul Baumgardner, Merrill and Laura Kurtz, Taryn and Kenny Rager. If anyone's interested in being a messenger, please let him know, and we may have up to 4 more. Larry Lewis made a motion to adjourn, seconded by Melanie Skaggs. Motion passed.
Okay, thank you. Does anybody have any questions about the minutes?
Yeah, what month is that? That was in October. That was our last meeting.
Okay, do I hear a motion to accept the minutes? Have a second? Everybody in favor of accepting the minutes, please say aye. Any opposed? Okay. Treasurer's report. Did everybody get one that Sally passed out?
I want to point out some things since this is the end of 2021's report. If you look at the very top line where it says undesignated receipts, our budget was $139,855. And you look down over the total, and the first time I can ever remember is we had more money come in than we had budgeted. And that's amazing to me that we've done that, especially in this year. And also, I think I figured up there was approximately 4,000 more than that was given for special things, you know, not counting Christmas blessings, but other events, so that we had in special offerings. The insurance I've got to check on because I did the 4 quarters. I don't know the church insurance. It looks like we overpaid them, but one of those may have been drug out from last year. Maybe I didn't pay one until January. I don't know. But you all have a chance to look over any questions. Okay.
Okay, if there's no questions, do I hear a motion to accept the financial report? Second? All right, all in favor of accepting this report, please say aye. Any opposed? Okay, treasurer's report is accepted. Sunday school?
Have to pull it down where y'all can actually hear me. October average total present was 44. In November, our average was 42. And then in December, our average was 47. So, I have all my children's teachers now. And if anybody's wanting to start a new class, you come talk to me. I got some adults I'd like to point in y'all's direction.
Is that average up a little?
It was at 40.
Okay, so just a little, okay. The average was 40, okay. All right. Thank you for that report. Do we have music?
So this is one of those fortunate times when I don't need to ask for any money because I don't need any. So that's really great because last time I did, and you guys gave it to me. So we are very appreciative as a band because that means we had monitors. So at the time before we installed the power amps that I asked for last time, we couldn't really hear ourselves. Which you guys didn't know that because what you guys heard was fine, but we couldn't hear ourselves. So since then, I think that is what we presented last time, was that he come in and installed them, and it actually sounds better for us. I think, and Ron came in when he installed it. We scheduled it on a day that we practice, and he come and set all of our sound, because one problem we have is that it's hard for me to hear up here what you guys hear out here. So I go by what people say as to what we sound like to tweak. So he come in and tweaked all of our sound that day and really set us at a good spot. So in the year of 2021, I was with you guys the entire year, and we introduced a lot of new songs. I think we kind of meshed really well as a band, and so this upcoming year, we've been talking through things we can do for Easter. We're going to do a little bit of worship tonight, just ways that we can just kind of commune more as a worship team and engage with the congregation. So,
Thank you. Yes, we do appreciate that power amp. We can hear a lot better. Okay, on youth, Bob had to leave, but he left these papers. Did everybody get one? So if anybody has a question, I'll just read what Bob has on here. He said, we finished 2021 strong on our Wednesday night meetings. We've been going through the TV series The Chosen. As a result, we're having good discussion on how Jesus approached his ministry and giving some conceptual idea of what it may have actually been like to walk with Jesus as he ministered. We have also had a Christmas youth rally in December. For the rally, Brother Merrill, Brother Kenny, and I shared with the students concept to study and grasp Scripture. We followed the rally with pizza and a little Christmas party. One of everyone's favorite things during the evening was a little game of Wheel of Fortune with Bible phrases. As we entered 2022, we began the second season of The Chosen, and will continue until we catch up with the latest episode. We're looking at a trip to the Ark Encounter And in March, we're going to enjoy Winter Jam. And finally, we have begun to discuss our summer mission camp event. With camp right around the corner, I'm looking for chaperones. We're currently looking at doing MFUGE this year, but with the need for chaperones and other unknowns, we may have to reconsider MFUGE and look at doing Camp Schaefer again. We'll also be looking at a Trash for Cash fundraiser, and we'll keep you updated on these items. Okay. So, any children's ministries? Wednesday night starting back up, right? Okay. Teenagers? Okay. GGW?
GGW had finished up our Bible study, and in November, we hosted the church Thanksgiving dinner, and we had a very good turnout for that. I think it was good to get back together again as a church family. And in December, we have 11 that attended our Christmas get-together and ornament exchange. And we plan to get back into GGW starting the end of February.
Thank you. Deacons? Okay. Trustees? You'll be fine.
The trustees want to make a motion to sell our church van. We're paying out on it quite a bit, and it's not getting used, but maybe, I think, once in the last 2 or 3 years. We've had problems with it when it was sitting over here. The neighbors over here said he come out 2 times, walking his dogs, 2 separate occasions, and somebody was up underneath the van trying to steal whatever. So I've got it at my house right now. Hopefully nobody will try to steal it there, but we just feel we're putting out too much on the van and not getting the use that we need. It's not used enough. It's going to need tires here in the next year or so, and that's going to be about $800. The ones that's on it looks brand new, but they've been on there for several years, and they're just being dry rotted because they're just setting. So, any questions?
Okay, you've heard the recommendation of the trustees to sell the church van. So does anybody have any questions? Okay, if there's no questions, everybody in favor of this recommendation say aye. Any opposed? Okay, so we'll let the trustees handle that, Paul. Okay, men's ministry? Okay. Okay, are there any other committees today? All right, is there any old business that we didn't take care of? I can't think of any. Okay. Chairs, you still haven't heard again from them?
So they have reached their warehouse, and I think they have taken the second half. They took half of our money up front. I think they sent me an email saying they were going to charge the second half to our credit card, and we were just waiting on them to get a truck together to get them here.
Okay.
So
Hopefully in a month or so.
hopefully any day now, but that email came a month or so ago. So I thought once we got to the warehouse, we were going to speed things up a bit, but apparently not.
Okay. Okay, is there any new business?
As I'm passing these out, this is estimates for a new copy machine. You may or may not be aware of one that we have upstairs. It seems to be a little on the age
Okay. For those that couldn't hear, it only prints in color. We cannot print black and white right now. So it's costing us more money. And a lot of the copies don't look very good. Okay. Okay.
All right, so of the proposals that you got, I know where I'm supposed to be, I'm sorry. So we've got our proposals here. Two of them are Canon copiers. One of them is a Ricoh, which is the one we have now. So I've got a proposal from Duplicator Sales, which is where we leased this one prior to buying it. And then I've got one from Kerr Office, and then I've got one from Canon directly. And so I would recommend, or my motion is, my proposal is, the one that's got the blue boxes is the one. So Lifeway has partnered with Canon Solutions for America, or of America, and so they are able to discount their prices a little bit. If you look at the cost of the copier, it is $3,103.03 to purchase it. It is $63.32 to lease it per month for 63 months. So that ends up being a little bit, it's just shy of about $900 extra we're going to pay to lease it. But my motion is that we lease the Canon copier, the DXC3826i, the Canon Solutions copier, for the simple fact that it's just a little bit cheaper through them than through Kerr. We're just cutting out Kerr, the middle person. If there's any questions, I'll gladly answer those. But I would recommend leasing it, even though it's going to cost us just slightly more over the span of 5 years.
Well, we discussed earlier that if you purchase it, you're probably not going to get anything. Once that one tears up, you won't get anything back. But after 5 years of leasing, we can get a brand new one, correct?
Yeah. Right.
That we can
we'll just
continue
swap
the
out.
lease on.
If that makes sense. So 5 years, they bring us a newer one. We just keep going with the lease. Whereas if we purchase it, 5 years from now, we might look and go, well, it's still working, and we'll keep rolling and strolling like we are, and then we'll go 10 years in and go a little further in, and it just gets to be a little dated. And so I'm good with either way, but we do need to replace the one we got. So, but my motion is to lease the Canon DX from Canon Solutions America. It does, doesn't it? Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's less than 1 cent for black and white. 3 cents for a color copy. Yeah, so 0.00774. So less than a penny for a black and white, and it's 3 cents for a color copy, which I think is cheaper than what we're paying now for the color copies and the black one. So all of that's covered. The $63 covers the maintenance, it covers the toner, it covers not paper. If you look down in the bottom 3 boxes, he's got an inner finisher, a stapler finisher, and a booklet finisher. Those are extras that we could add on just because I asked him, because the other guys already had it included. I asked him to figure it in as well. His are a little bit cheaper, but I don't know that we need them, so I would just stick with Yeah, one more thing that can tear up. Yeah, so I would just stick with the basic copier. So, any other questions? Thank you for the print costs. So, yeah. I am representing everybody who has to make a copy. No, I guess this is just personal.
Okay. Okay, so we have a motion on the floor to lease a new Canon DX C3826i copier from Canon Solutions of America at $63.32 a month for 63 months.
Before we go, I do have to make one stipulation. I saw your hand too, John. Hold on. To get this machine, they cannot get it to us any earlier than the 1st of March. So we're still stuck with when we got through February. Just in fairness and honesty and transparency, it'll take them a month to get the machine to us. Just heads up on that. Right. Well, I mean, it'll be 1st of March we'll have it, because I've already talked to the guy, I said, if we voted on Sunday, yes, when will we get it? It'll be the 1st of March, so.
Okay, are there any
Sorry.
other questions? Okay, do we have a second? Okay. All in favor of the motion to lease the copier, say aye. Any opposed? Okay, motion carried.
Thank you. I didn't ask him if he's gonna haul it off. Technically, we own it, so I guess trustees, if you all wanted to try to see if you could get rid of it, but. Hey, it was fun shooting a TV. I've never shot a copy machine before.
So we were an early church plant. Somebody donated us their own copier. Not really helped us out a lot. So I don't know if it's a church plant or not, but I mean, it's just kind of what is one man's trash can be another man's treasure.
Okay. So maybe the trustees could look into that about getting rid of it or donating or whatever. Do what? Yeah. Purchase the van, get a free copier. Okay, is there anything else that anybody has? If not, do I hear a motion to adjourn? All right, we have a motion and a second. Everybody in favor of adjourning, say aye. Anybody opposed? Motion carried. Meeting is adjourned. Thank you all.